Hi, welcome to the Amnicon Studio channel. My name is Marcy. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. And if you are brand new to my channel, welcome. I hope you subscribe and stick around. This video today will be about mostly knitting. I have a knitting finished project. Boy, starting with the trips already. I have one finished knitting project. I have one finished cross stitch, not much in the way of cross stitch whips, and a few other things that I want to share with you. First, some housekeeping. I wanted to say thank you to Sarah the Northwood Stitcher for giving me a shout out on her channel on one of her more recent videos. There was a couple days there where I noticed there was an uptick in my subscribers and views on my most recent video, and I figured somebody must have given me a shout out, which is so very appreciated because that's how we're gonna find each other. And it was just really nice, and I wanted to say thank you. And then I wrote show notes, but I still may be a little bit all over the place. In regards to those affected by the hurricane, I wanted to mention a few things where there are a few in the crafting communities who are, how do I want to say this? They want to help raise funds to send to those to help them who have been affected by the hurricane. My friend Leanne over at Forbidden Fiber Co., she's got a special, I think what's it called? After the Storm. She has a special yarn colorway and a cross-stitch kit. I'll link the details below in the show notes, but 25% of the proceeds from those two things will benefit the Samaritan's Purse. Jan Hicks, October 2nd to the 9th, 100% of the proceeds from her Etsy shop will go to WC Kitchen. That must stand for something. Again, I'll link it in the show notes. To help get hot meals to the people in North Carolina and Tennessee. And then until November 1st, 50% of the sales from her Etsy shop will be donated. Rosewood Manor has fundraising going on. I actually heard about this one from Sambry Stitches, and I forgot to go look and see what hers is. She's also on Etsy. Sambry Stitches, she is donating, doing a fundraiser. Or maybe that... See, I was trying to write these down real quick, and I might have mixed a few things up. But also, so that Rosewood Manor might be by Sambry Stitches. Little Robin's Designs is one actually that I was thinking about that is also doing a fundraiser, and she's the one that I heard about from Sambry Stitches. I'll link to all that stuff in the description box. And then this morning I watched a video by Pat Sloan, who's a quilter. She put a video out Thursday night about a wall hanging that she designed to help for people to make, because we're all makers. We all like to do something, especially in times like this. And she had a list of a bunch of organizations that are helping that you can donate funds to. Personally, I donated to 8 Days of Hope. One of my friends volunteers with that organization, so I feel very confident and comfortable donating to them, because I know there's a lot of things that pop up, and we want to make sure that the money and the items that we're giving go to those who need it and not a scammer. So if I come across any other ones, I'll be sure to share them on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Amnicon Studio. And I think that is it for that. I've been pretty sad with all the stuff that I've been seeing on social media, and I've been quiet about it because my heart's hurting. It brings back a lot of memories of Katrina and Laura, and I know people who were affected by Laura. I know people who were affected by Helene. Fortunately, everyone that I know who was affected by Helene is okay. So, on to one other thing that I wanted to share. Ladybug Stitches. She is on Instagram and YouTube. She has a floss tube. She is hosting a breast cancer stitch along. She has a free pattern, free cross stitch pattern for it, and it's pretty cute. I would be participating, except I've got a lot of other things that I'd like to work on this month and that I've got going right now. Big cup of coffee, because I need it. All right, into the FOs. I have one knitting FO. And they are my mittens. I mostly worked on these when I was sitting out in the woods this past week. They are made out of Woolies Thick and Quick in the charcoal colorway. I started these on September 24th and finished them on September 28th. I used needle sizes US 6 and US 8. I forgot to look up what those sizes are in metric. Pretty happy with them. I used them already this morning. Kept my hands nice and toasty. I'm thinking I want to knit at least one more pair. And in fact, I already picked out a yarn for them, which is more Woolies. This is the Carousel colorway. I think I'm gonna try a smaller size this go around. The size I just showed you were in size medium. I forgot to tell you that the pattern is a free pattern from Tin Can Knits. It's the World's Easiest Mittens. And they are very easy, and in chunky size, they knit up really quick. I probably would have been done sooner, but I had other things going on. So that is that. I have another skein of yarn that I'm thinking about making those mittens out of too. It's some of the yarn that I made, that I got from Temu. So I don't know what the yardage is. It is 100 grams. And I think there's a little bit of alpaca yarn or fiber in the wool. We'll see. I have one cross stitch works in progress. No, wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. I try to be organized here. I have a cross-stitch finished object. Not FFO, just finished object. I paid a lot of attention to my Rest in Peace sampler. I started it on September 3rd. I finished it on September 20th. This is what it looks like. It's by Lucy Beam. Becky Noland of Lucy Beam. It is 68 high, 100 wide, design size 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And I use the DMC conversion. The fabric is 14 count Rustico Ada that I got from Hobby Lobby. And here it is. Oops. Try it again. Here we are. I would definitely stitch this again. I really enjoyed it. And I like the colors. I really like the reds. I am a red person. I love reds. I really enjoyed stitching the crown. I like that red. Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. And now I am on the hunt to find a frame for it. So that could take me a while because I haven't envisioned what kind of frame I want to put it in just yet. Where's that? Okay, now for the cross stitch works in progress. I only worked on one piece that I'm stitching for my son for either Christmas or his birthday. It is a chart I got from Etsy. I cannot think of the name of the store offhand. Chart is no longer available. I don't know what happened there. And this is fresh out of the Q-Snap. There we go. Since I last saw you, I finished stitching over here. And I started working on the arm up here. I was almost absurdly happy when I got to the bottom. Down there. I've been a little concerned that I was going to run short on the fabric and have to be cutting it really close. It's eventually going to be framed, and I wanted to make sure I had enough room to lace it up when the time came. So the stats on that is 4,406 stitches out of 9,029. I'm at 48.8%. I forgot to write down how many stitches I've stitched since I last showed. I think it's somewhere between 300 and 400 stitches. I didn't get a lot of time to work on it because part of my evenings have been, I've been sitting out in the woods. So that's why I've been able to work on my knitting and got a lot more of that done. But yeah, I got to a point with the one piece where I was seeing a different kind of progress, and I kind of fell in love with the chart again. And then all I wanted to do was work on it, but I couldn't because I don't want my son to see it. Knitting now. First thing I want to share with you are my autumn hunting socks. This is socks that I'm working on when I'm sitting out in the hunting blind, or I'm working on in the morning or in the evenings when I'm watching TV. The yarn is Malabrigo in the R-Ball colorway. I started these on September 3rd. They are on US 1s, 2.5 millimeters. This is the color of the yarn. Cake's getting small because I finished the first sock. Jeez. Oh yeah, I am really enjoying working on these. The color, I really like the color. And last night I cast on the second sock and I have the ribbing all done, and I just started working on the leg. The next thing is my Passenger Princess socks that I'm working on only when I'm being a passenger princess and my husband is driving me wherever. I started these on June 3rd. The yarn is Patton's Croy sock yarn in the mid-century stripes. I'm done with the first sock. I've been done with the first sock for a while. And here is the second sock. I had to rip back I was about here. I can't remember if I talked about that on the last one, that I had to rip it back to the heel flap and add about 6 more rows because I knit the heel too short. And I think before that I'd been about here. So zoomed. Now I can just zoom all the way to the toe and be done. And it's funny because I thought I would be done with these about a month ago, but for the heel. And the last knitting thing I want to share is my Bly Cardigan. Bly Cardigan is a free pattern from Baracco.com. This is what it looks like. I am making it out of my own hand spun. Some gray Corriedale wool. I'm working with US size 7 and 6. Which is 4.5 millimeter and 4 millimeter. I believe the last time I recorded, I showed you just a big old ball of yarn because I had to rip it back. I misunderstood the instructions because I still consider myself to be a newbie sweater maker, although I've made a handful of sweaters and cardigans by now. This, let's see. I'm not exactly sure how to show this, to be honest. Well, there's the top up here. And it is starting to look like it should, I think. I've got the front here, the raglan, I don't know how well you can see that, but the raglan increases. This is a tricky knit for me. I'm not gonna lie. I've got my little tick marks for all the increases. And I think I'm almost done with the increases, and pretty soon I'll be able to separate for the sleeves, I think is the next step. Divide for body and sleeves, yeah. Now my worry is that I have enough stitches for each section, because I really don't want to have to rip back again. If I mess up, I'll tink back a little bit, I guess, and do what I need to do to make it work. So because I'm worried about that, the progress on that has slowed down a little bit. Okay, I was watching the Crow River Stitcher earlier this week, and she shared this shawl, this crochet shawl she was working on, and kind of enabled me. And I really was attracted to the bright colors that were in this shawl with the, I don't know what yarn she got. It was something from Hobby Lobby. I was walking through the craft aisle over at Walmart, and I saw some yarn, and I thought, I bet this would be really cute in that shawl. It's just such bright colors, and I don't often craft with bright colors like this. This is Lion Brand Ombre, and the Happy colorway. Anyway, so I got 3 balls of this, and it's super soft and really squishy. I think the shawl pattern she was using came from Bag O' Day Crochet. I have to double check on that one, and it might just be a video tutorial. I'm not sure. It's a triangular shawl. I've never crocheted anything triangular before. It's just all been either in the round, like granny squares, or in the round actually a circle, but nothing triangular. I don't know when I'm gonna put this on the hook, but I think it would be a good maybe December project or January when you're desperately looking for something bright and cheerful. So that I would like to do. Of course, then it reminded me that, hey, I'd also like to cast on another emotional support chicken. I don't know when I'll have time to do that one, but those don't take a lot of time either. A couple things that I would like to start for the month of October, not that I would expect to finish them. Approach them with the same mindset that I did with the Rest in Peace sampler. It'd be a couple projects out of the Halloween 2024 issue. I went to Stash to get the floss and the fabric for these 2 that I'm going to show. The first one trying to find something to cover up the chart. The first one is Nevermore. Nevermore Raven, designed by Maria of Quaternion Creations. I don't think I've heard anybody say this yet with a lot of confidence. I think the only time I heard it was when Lindy Stitches did the, what is it called? The Stash preview for a needlework market. And I think it was a new designer to her, so she wasn't sure how to say it. Skill level is easy. Stitch count is 63 high by 51 wide. Design size is 4.5 by 3 5/8. And honestly, I really like the detail of the raven. Let's see if and that's kind of what drew me to it right away. There's only 3 flosses, 310, 611, and 3866. And I thought I would use, oh, I forgot to look this one up again. It's leftover fabric that I used from stitching Edna Goes to Brunch, and I think it was a 36 count Witch Out Minty Splash, maybe? I can't tell how true the color is showing up. Let me take it out of the plastic. No, I think it's coming up a little darker than what it really is. But I think the colors will pair very nicely with that. I'd probably finish it in a pillow. The original fabric, called for fabric, is 28 count Rue Green Cashmere Linen from Zweigart. And then the other one I would like to do is called Black Cat Sampler by Nancy Whaler of Faithworks Designs. And I thought this one was just really cute. And I enjoyed stitching the small motifs on the Rest in Peace sampler so much that I thought I would really enjoy stitching the little motifs on this one as well. Plus, I really like cats. I am a cat person, despite, you know, having the chickens and being a full-fledged chicken mama and all the crazy that is associated with that. I've always been a cat person at heart. So that one is skill level easy, stitch count 112 high by 99 wide, design size 6 1/4 by 5.5 inches. The called for fabric is 36 count Blueberry Milkshake Linen from Grace Note Fabrics. I am using the DMC. There's four colors for the DMC. And the fabric I chose to use is 14 count Ada Spa from Hobby Lobby. Let me take this out too. And colors I think will look real nice together. Just flipping the page. So I'm not sure how much I'll get done on those because October seems to be flying by just as quick as September. Ideally, I wanted to start at least one of those on October 1st, and it did not happen. I've just been busy. I've been busy. So then, things I'd like to share that showed up in the mail. The Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher. I really like the design, the project that they put on the front page. I didn't even know that you could buy half dolls, what are they called, porcelain dolls? But I've done just a quick flip through on it so far. I haven't dived deep in it. There's a lot of really cute cat charts, both with the punch needle and the cross stitch. Yeah, porcelain half dolls. They are made in the USA and can be ordered from briarrose.com. There's the full one. It's by Julia Punti Antici. I probably just really butchered that name. And for that, I apologize. Yeah. Let's see. Candy Corn Cat. That is by Teresa Coget. Witch's Brew by Dorigo Michaela. It's really cute. Really, really cute. Okay. I have one punch needle that I want to make. I don't know when I'm going to get to it ever. I've got all the stuff for it ready to go. I just need to put the pattern on the fabric. I've got the needle punch. I've got the Morgan thing. Oh, this is cute too. Witch Cat by Barbara Anna Designs. Grateful Heart by Simona. I feel bad butchering names, so I don't think I'm going to try to say the name. But that's cute too. Oh, another one, Jack and Ollie by Happy Cat Stitchery. This is really cute. Oh, there's a picture of the kitty. Lakeside Camping by Amanda Corbett, Starlight Stitching Company. So cute. Oh, gosh, I just wish I had more time in the day. Midnight Haunt by Roberta Jackson. Oh, Black Cats Only by Dawn Shuck of So Cherished. Really, really cute. Really cute stuff. I am a member of the Endangered Species Club by Lindy Stitches. I think I've decided that any club that she does, I'm going to be a part of it no matter what. Because I love her design so much. This is number 5. And before I show it, I think everybody received their chart by now, but if not, and you're a member of the club, please look away. Okay. Red Panda. Isn't it cute? Oh, I think this one might be my favorite one so far. And I told myself that I was going to start stitching the next one no matter what, because I haven't started any of the charts yet. I have everything for them and ready to go. I even have the fabric. 16 count Ada Oops. It is ivory. I mean, as soon as the floss lists were put on the website, I went out and bought the flosses for them. So everything's all ready to go. I just need to start it, but I don't know when I'm going to start it. And I splurged and got the, what do you call it, a club level, where you get the fancy floss and the sticker comes with it. I don't know what I'm going to do with the stickers yet, so they're just in a safe place. I know some people like to put them on their water bottles or laptops and all that. I'm a little OCD when it comes to stuff like that. It's just something that I've always been. I'm just weird that way. But here are the fancy flosses that came with it. Mocha by Weeks Dye Works. And Lucky. And Chris's Bonbon. The rest of the flosses, well, they're not on I haven't put them on floss drops yet. They're kind of a mess. And these ones came from Stash back when I used to put floss on bobbins. I am a floss drop girl. Because once you floss drop, you never go back. And white. B5200. I guess I kind of showed you the haul that I got, the yarn. I did a few weeks ago, I had to go get chicken feed, and I swung by the Hobby Lobby in that area, and I found, I decided to splurge. I mean, it is, your miles may vary on splurging, but I decided to get 2 skeins of this yarn. Market at Malta. And Myrid Lights. I was attracted by the bright colors. And with the price point that they were, I figured I'd feel comfortable making these into vanilla socks rather than, you know, I feel hand-dyed sock yarn should have some kind of pattern, because hand-dyed yarn, there is something about it, and I love it. But because I should just knit it and enjoy it, but I don't. I feel like they should have patterns in them. And I have no shortage of sock patterns. It's just matching them up. I'm looking. A couple Wednesdays ago, I had a doctor's appointment, and I was in and out there so fast, I couldn't believe it, that I decided to take advantage of the free time that I got, and I went and hit a couple stores. One of them was TJ Maxx, and I have been looking for a basket to have next to my chair for a really long time to hold my projects, whether cross stitch or knitting. And I found something. Oh. And as soon as I saw it, I knew that was exactly what I've been looking for. I even like that it's got handles on the sides like this. And it looks pretty good by my chair. The price was right. And I'm really happy with it. And then I I actually don't remember if I was watching something or reading something or what, but I decided that I needed new project bags for not anything real big, something kind of on the smaller side that would hold a small knitting project. I've got the mesh bags from Fat Quarter Shop, but those are too big to kind of smash into my bag when I'm going out to sit in my hunting blind for a while, or take with me while I'm in the car or anything. So I decided, I went on to Amazon. I don't do stuff like this too often. Mostly because you know, they give you the dimensions and you can measure it out and everything, and you don't always know what you're going to get, but I think this is going to work out. I got some canvas bags, and they come with little carabiners so you can hook them to whatever you want, which I think will work real well for me. They're big enough to hold a sock project. They're, oops, it's about the size of this one that I made a few years back. And if you can see the stain, that's suntan, suntan spray. I can't even remember what happened, but I had this project in the truck. We went somewhere, I don't know what happened, and the sunblock discharged and leaked all over my project bag. And fortunately, it didn't damage the project that was in the bag. But yeah, now I've got slightly stained. And this is something that I made and I was not gonna throw it away, because I like this bag. It's a good size for socks or a small lace project, although I haven't made lace anything in years. Okay, that is everything, which I'm kind of in awe. I keep looking around and it's like, wow, okay. I think it's been like 3 weeks since the last video, so I am off the schedule that I wanted to have for myself. So I'm not sure what I will do to get myself back on track. You might see me in 2 weeks, you might see me in 3. I know I won't have enough progress on anything to do a video in a week, so. Oh, life update. I have been getting ready for winter. We had our first frost warning last night. I went out to the garden and picked the last of the tomatoes that we have that had any kind of blushing on them. Picked the green beans we had left. The plants that were in the greenhouse that I wanted to keep, I carried those in. Oh, I found, I guess it was a tree frog in my greenhouse. And I'll insert a picture maybe here or at the end of the video so you can see him. It was a cute little thing. He was clinging to one of the concrete blocks that holds up my shelving. And so I went and got my husband. And I said, "You want to see him?" And he said, "Sure." Went out there, found him, picked him up, and my husband's hands must have been warm enough to warm him up, because he got a little feisty and he jumped right out of his hand and landed on one of the shelves, and we were concerned he was hurt, but he was fine because he did it again when my husband picked him up. We kept him in the greenhouse overnight so he would be protected from the cold temperatures. And I don't know, it was just fun because it was unexpected. It was in an unexpected place, and I'm used to seeing little frogs about an inch in size in the yard. I usually say a little prayer that the chickens don't find it, because they'll eat frogs. They're meat eaters, despite what some people might think. Chickens will eat meat. They will eat frogs and snakes. Yeah. And then I've just been keeping busy with the life and the things, and I spend about half my evenings out in the woods. Not this week though. I've been keeping an eye on the game cams and nothing's moving through. So there's no point in sitting out if there's nothing. Unless you count squirrels, crows, raccoons. The bear didn't even come through. I had one video of a porcupine walk through, and then a skunk ran through. So I got to be careful of that too. I don't want to spook that one. All right, I guess that's the end of my Midwestern goodbye. I will see you next time. Bye.